everybody, Ceratosaurus Gamer here, and I'll be using this park as kind of a community park today. So today we'll be finishing off the park, the park enclosure for me. This will basically be a substandard Ankylosaurus enclosure, because whilst the species deserves as much love as possible, I do want it to, not want to spend too much time on my own stuff. So, what I'll be doing is, in the comment section of the last community park upload, or in the comment section of a post or something, you, my delicious viewers, what a weird phrasing, will tell me what you want. Is it a T-Rex enclosure, or a Megalodon enclosure? And hopefully you give me more of theming to it. For example, a Main Street enclosure for the Indominus, or a San Diego themed place for a T-Rex, or a riverboat tour, which I can't exactly do in this game, but I can use different methods to make what you want. Also, just be cautious on what the decorations will be like. For example, I will be lining the paths. Sorry, bit of a dry throat. But I'll also be preparing to make the enclosure, the place is pretty small so that I can fit a lot of them in. But hopefully I can keep all enclosures standard size. And so what I'm going to do is report to you any changes, whether it's in Evolution or in this park, in the next episode. So my kind of community factoid for today is that Jurassic World Evolution 3 will be coming out in this, they say that will come out this year in November? I swear it's November the 21st. You do need to check it out for yourself. So like, Evolution Square has done a video where she reacts to the trailer, and so have a few YouTubers actually. So the trailer's pretty easy to find, but it reveals stuff like new advanced terrain tools, modular building, and baby dinosaurs, which the next video might be about. Because it says that there'll be 80 plus dinosaurs, but in this game we have 70. We have 170 something. So I fear that we're gonna lose a lot of species, and so as a result, I do fear that what's going to happen is that a lot of species that we like, because I know we're getting Gornlon in the deluxe version, what will happen is that they'll kind of be either pushed to the side temporarily or forever. But I do feel satisfied with the idea that Strophiomymus, Ceratosaurus, and Nasutoceratops will be okay, because they are the starting dinosaurs of the last game, and there have been quite a few starting dinosaurs that just haven't changed. For example, if you were to enter challenge mode of this game, you would almost entirely have the same starter set as the last game. The only difference being no Triceratops in exchange for no Pseudoceratops. And then also Hyrangosaurus is DLC dino here. Hopefully they don't make a trend of that, because I genuinely like having new animals put in the game, and I don't like. What I mean is, imagine if that slot was given to a new species, like the Titanosaurs from Rebirth, or heck, even any of the mutants, which whilst I don't personally like, I agree that, yeah, they're right. They're basically everything that we need from the hybrids put into a being that, it's meh for me. Like, my main criticism with them is that, especially with the D-Rex, they don't look like an animal. Like, at least the hybrids, like, even the Scorpius Rex kind of looked like an animal. But my biggest problem here is just, what the hell is the D-Rex supposed to be? Like, yeah, it's supposed to be a T-Rex, but why does it have 4 legs? Why does it look like the Muto from Godzilla 2014? But then at the end of the day, I do feel that, yes, it is alright, and that, oh god, I've been rambling for 7 minutes now. But I do find it alright. For anybody who's wondering, yes, Prehistoric Life will have more episodes. But as soon as I get the game, Evolution 3 will basically be pushed on. Which, yes, the models don't exactly look the same, but what I'm going to do is, I'm probably going to switch between Evolution 1 and 2 whenever it fits me. Before anybody says anything, yeah, I'm going to try that. Because, like, Evolution 2 and 3 will probably end up being very similar for me. And so, other than, like, creating custom trees with a modular system that I'm probably not going to use all that much, I'm probably, if I am going to do it, I'm going to go through the bargain bin at the, what's it called, at Evolution, like, the Frontier Workshop, and just find a bunch of stuff. Because I have never been good with modular building. I have never been too good with it. And so yes, if there's any animals that you want to add to this exhibit, feel free to. Just remember the Jurassic World Evolution 2 species list. So what I mean by that is, I can't add species that aren't in the Jurassic World Evolution 2 species list, obviously. So, like, I cannot do Irritator. But what I can do is Suchomimus. And as a result, I'm going to make it more and more prevalent. So what you're going to do is look for species that are very similar looking to species that, or to the species that you want in the park. Tell me what they're supposed to be, and then after that, I will make it so that they are what they're supposed to be, per se. So, Irritator, Oh yeah, you can just use Suchomimus for that, since they're very similar looking. Alright, I put in Suchomimus as Irritator, change up the name, give it a different skin to somebody else who wanted Irritator in. And then, bam, bing, boo, bop. We got ourselves an Irritator. And so what I'm going to do here is just have a few species change ups. So just do this. And then I'm going to mess around with the rock tool. And the terrain tools. Alright, so like this, I will immediately be doing some of these here. And at the end of the day, we can all just have a look at it. I will be pushing on to the fact that what I'm doing here is just putting in a little rock pile. I know it makes no sense with how it is, but I'll also be putting a rock pile around the viewing galleries, as they are on different terrain than this. So having a look at these, we got, yes, I know it feels very linear, but just wait till we get the smaller rocks in here, and all of a sudden that linearness will start to melt away. And like, I'll put in some plants in there too, just to make it seem a bit more realistic, and then you put on the rock background. And hopefully it makes it seem like that club tail can actually hurt the guests, and not just, like, do nothing. So it actually seems, because, like, yeah, the guests are stupid enough to irritate an Ankylosaurus, whilst, you know, I'm just trying to push here on that. And before anybody asks, yes, I will be combining the two areas of rock to make them seem a lot more natural. And so now our guests can look out through three ways: through the designed viewing galleries, and through this stuff. And so there's a bunch of attractions, so I hope you look up a bunch of like building videos to see exactly what you want me to do. If you do want a specific strategy, please remember I have not seen every single builder in this community. So like, say you want Jurassic World Biology's video, just say, oh, I want the waterfall tip. Like, I want a waterfall from Jurassic World Biology's waterfall video. I'll try my best to, like, mimic his style. And all of a sudden, bing bang bop. you have yourself a Spinosaurus waterfall enclosure. And like, I even have snow to mimic the falling water. And just like this, we got a bunch of new rock type setups. I just need to... Alright, and so the video will probably be over soon. Sorry for all the shaking. But so you can either do this through terrain brushes or decorations. Yeah, the trees will break through the rock barrier. And since I do imagine how this will look, oh yeah, just remember the terrain hitboxes too. So basically, as long as I'm near something with the object, it doesn't want it to place. But bam, here. Now some more lush brushes. To cover up any potential walkways that the dinosaurs might be able to use. Also, I don't know how these Ankylosauruses will look. And so, alright, let's go get our animals now. Yeah, it's a bit of a process. Ground leaf and ground fruit. And now time to bring in the animals. So yeah, this is just kind of like a baseline exhibit, not really much added on. And so I'll add decorations in post and all to keep the exhibit a lot more clean, like to make the places look more clean and like actual lived in. But yeah, now that we've got animals in the park, hopefully people will come in with people. And that's the close, so this park is open. Ah,